Hey there. Today we're going to be talking about one of these little guys. It is a USB port that you can wire into your boat, camper, SUV, car, truck, ATV, house, whatever. It allows you to access and charge USB devices, anything with a USB charger, in your car or whatnot, without having to use one of those adapters that plug into a regular power source in your car. They're 12 or 24 volt. They step everything down on the inside from 12 or 24 down to 5 volts internally at 3.1 amps. So safe for almost everything that's USB chargeable. There's a few different ways to wire these, and I'll go over that here in a second. First is your standard. You would wire it into the ACC on the ignition of your car, or another power source in the car, basically something that when you turn the key or it is running, it sends power to that, and you have your power going through. When the key's off, there is no power to it. The problem I have with that is it's like every other USB or every other power port in most cars nowadays, is it doesn't give you the option to charge your devices when the key's not on, and sometimes you might want to leave something in there while you go do something and come back to have your phone charged. That doesn't work when you have it wired in that way. The other option is to hardwire it right to a battery or a 24/7 12 volt power source, so it's always on, which is great for charging stuff, but again, it can also run the risk of draining your battery or other problems. Maybe you don't want it on all the time, have that light on all the time. So that, while is a good option for a lot of people, might not be a great option for everyone. So another way you could do this is to use just a regular toggle switch, and where the power wire comes out to the load, you would hook it onto there, and then you would have your power to your switch. So when the switch is on, the power is going to the charging ports and it will charge everything. When the switch is off, it goes off. So that is a good option for a lot of people. Again, it's not a good option for everybody. A third option would be to use something like this. So you would have it split off into two wires coming in to the USB charger. One would be to the ACC in your car, to a 24/7 power source. The other would be to a switch like we've got here. So when it is powered, when the key is on, the switch will work. When the key is not on, your power source would turn off. And all I did basically there was disconnect the one wire, the red wire going into that, to simulate the key being in the off position. So it would be on when the car is running, and you would have the option to run it when the car is not running. So that's pretty handy for a lot of people. The third option, which might be useful for some folks, is to wire it into a solar panel. So your solar panel, say on the top of your SUV, you've got a cargo basket up there, or a cargo box, whatever, headache rack of some sort, and you happen to have a USB for trickle charge your car battery, your truck battery, whatever, or for your devices and stuff when you're out camping. Well, if you ran the wires into the cab from there, you could also connect those wires directly into this instead of a 12 volt power source from your car. So you would have a dedicated solar charging port in whatever you decide to put it in. That's a good option for people who are dealing with boats or ATVs or something like that, where your battery's small and you don't want to run it all the time. So you got a solar panel on there. You could charge your devices and run small things off a 12 volt solar panel. So that's a few options for you. Like I said, the technology itself is very simple. It's just basically a port that's stepped down inside. So there's a power reducer that kind of knocks it down from 12 or 24 volt down to the 5 volt that's safe for your devices. Other than that, you can get very creative with how you wire them. And yeah, they're very useful. I have a couple of them in my SUV myself, so probably have a couple more, and eventually I plan on switching it up a bit and adding some of these for data as well, so I can have, you know, laptops or whatever run around inside the vehicle. People can connect or whatever, and videos, etc. Anyway, if you like the video, please hit that like button. Share. Please share. I really appreciate it when people do that. If you have questions or comments, definitely leave them in the section below, and I'll do my very best to answer them and get back to you. And if you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, and have a great day.